11. There was a little bookstore next to the one we just come out of. The sign said Samuel Klugarsh, Occult and Oriental Books. Smaller sign said meditation, hypnosis, magic, outer space, ghosts, mind control, healing, and foot reflexology. The signs were yellow with red letters, and they were struck all over the front of the store. In the window there were books with pictures of flying saucers and weird guys with long white beards and Egyptian stuff on the covers. It was an interesting bookstore. We started to go in, but the door was locked. There was a sign taped to the inside of the glass door. It said, "Gone to the Bermuda Triangle. Leave messages at Maury's, next door." Maury's was another bookstore on the other side of the Samuel Klugarsh's. It was very small, and the window was dirty, and there was lots of dust on everything, and dead flies. We went inside. Maury's bookstore was sort of crummy. There were crude, nailed-together tables along the walls, and with a few beat-up books lying face-up on them, and a metal book rack with books on both sides of it running down the middle of the room. The books had titles like Accounting Made Simple and the 1957 Natsfu Oil Company Employees Yearbook of the Yearbook. Stuff that nobody could possibly be interested in. At the back of the store was one of those redwood picnic tables with redwood benches. There were 3 chessboards with games in progress on the picnic table, but nobody playing. Just an old hunchback guy wearing a cap and steel-rimmed glasses, sleeping, stretched over the table. Near the back of the store, at another table, was a guy with the biggest beard I'd ever seen and one of those handlebar mustaches, the kind they wax, with the ends pointing up. The beard and the mustache were all the more impressive because the guy's head was bald. He was wearing a green turtleneck sweater, and he had what looked like a brass potato hanging around his neck on a leather thong. The guy with the beard and the bald head was sitting in front of an old typewriter. It was one of those big office machines, all black and shiny, with lots of little knobs and levers sticking out all over it. Next to the typewriter, on one side, was a stack of paper almost as high as the top of the machine. On the other side of the typewriter was another stack of paper about half as high. The guy with the beard was typing. As we came in, he finished a page and took it out of the machine and put it on top of the tall stack. Then he took a sheet of paper from the small stack, fed it into his machine, and continued typing. He must have had about 2,000 pages typed already. "Gentlemen, welcome to Maury's bookstore," the bald beard said. "I am William Lloyd Floyd, resident philosopher. Is there anything I can do for you?" "Well, actually," Aln Mndlshn was a little uneasy for a change. "You see, we were going to go into Samuel Klugarsh's next door, but the sign on the door said to come in here. It said, 'Gone to the Bermuda Triangle,' so we, came in here." I don't blame Aln Mndlshn for being nervous. It was a weird place, not friendly or scary, just unlike any other place we'd ever been before. "That's the Bermuda Triangle Chili Parlor around the corner," William Lloyd Floyd said. "Klugarsh is always eating there. He says their chili beans have sympathetic karma. Actually, he's a calorie freak. Eats about 7 meals per day." William Lloyd Floyd was typing away fast and furious at the same time as he was talking to us. "If you got urgent business, you could go over to the chili parlor and join him. He likes to have company when he eats, although personally I haven't got the stomach to watch him. You aren't mind control students of his, are you?" "No, we just wanted to look around the store," Aln Mndlshn said. "Oh, in that case, stick around," William Lloyd Floyd said. "Klugarsh will drop in here on his way back. He shouldn't be gone more than a few minutes." I had gotten close enough to see William Lloyd Floyd was typing exactly what he had just been saying. Also what we had said. The last time he typed was, "He shouldn't be gone for more than a few minutes." "Excuse me, Mr. Floyd," I began. "Call me Bill." "Excuse me, Bill," I said. "Do you mind if I ask you what you're typing? It looks like a book. Is it?" William Lloyd Floyd typed while I talked. He had been typing the whole time we'd been in Maury's bookstore. "Yes, it's a book, all right," he said. I could see that what he typed. "Yes, it's a book, all right." "What sort of book is it?" I asked. "I notice you're typing everything we say." "Just a second," William Lloyd Floyd said. He had come to the end of the page, whipped it out of the machine, and was putting another one in. "Not only have I typed everything we say," he said, typing it, "but everything has but everything has but everything anybody has said in here for a few weeks. Also, I'm typing everything I think, and whenever possible, whatever anyone else thinks when I'm feeling telepathic. In answer to your question about what sort of book this is, it is the ultimate work of fiction and philosophy. It includes everything that has ever happened to me, everything that has happened to anyone else I have known of, and everything that is happening right now. Right now, the machine clicked. How long have you been writing it? I asked. 8 weeks now, William Lloyd Floyd said. I thought I had had it finished 5 or 6 times, but someone always comes in and starts saying or thinking something that hasn't been covered yet, and I have to go back to work. These aren't all the pages, he said, pointing at the tall stack next to the typewriter. I have boxes more of them at home. An alarm clock went off on the table. Whew, I thought lunchtime would never come, William Lloyd Floyd said. Will you join me for a snack? We wouldn't want to impose, Aln Mndlshn said. Oh, no imposition at all, William Lloyd Floyd said. I'm just going to send the Mad Guru out for some bread and cheese. Please join me. You're going to wait for Samuel Clogarsh anyways. Mad Guru? Aln Mndlshn said. That's right, my colleague. Oh, Guru, lunchtime, wake up! William Lloyd Floyd shouted at the old hunchback guy, and the old hunchback guy woke up. What will you be wanting, Chief? The usual, the old guy said. I think so, William Lloyd Floyd said, and these two gentlemen will be joining us, so you better get a large-size Wonder Bread. Gentlemen, kindly give the Mad Guru $1 each, if you don't mind contributing towards lunch, do you? We gave the Mad Guru $1. We each gave the Mad Guru $1, and he put on an old greasy raincoat and went out. How come you're not typing any of this? Aln Mndlshn asked. I'm on a lunch break, William Lloyd Floyd said. Even a great artist has to relax once in a while. I've been working all morning, and I'm bushed. The Mad Guru was back in just a couple of minutes with a brown paper bag. Out of the bag, he took a family-sized loaf of Wonder Bread and a chunk of blue cheese. There was a big electric coffee pot, and William Lloyd Floyd poured us cups of black coffee. It was a strange lunch. The coffee was strong, and the blue cheese with it made a funny feeling in the back of my throat. William Lloyd Floyd had turned his chair around and ate sitting near his typewriter. Aln Mndlshn, the Mad Guru, and I ate at the picnic table with the cheese boards. You're looking at my potato, William Lloyd Floyd said, fingering the brass lump hanging on the leather thong around his neck. This is really rare. It's a petrified potato from the moon. I got it from the first man to ever go to the moon. This was years and years before the astronauts. This man was a master of teleportation. He could send himself places by thought, you know. He projected his thoughts to the moon one time and discovered the remains of a lost civilization. He brought back this petrified potato. I traded him a 1961 Volkswagen for it. He wanted to go to San Francisco, and I had this car, and well, there you are. Personally, I think he was a fool to part with this. The astronauts didn't find any potatoes, or if they did, they kept quiet about it. This thing must be worth a couple of million. You don't play chess, do you? It's 25 cents a game, 75 cents to play against me. The Mad Guru, who is an intergalactic Grand Master, will give you a chess lesson for $1.50. The skinniest man I had ever seen in my life walked into Maury's bookstore. He had heavy tortoiseshell glasses and one of those crew cuts that are flat on top. He was wearing a green corduroy jacket and a pink bow tie. Ah, Clogarsh, William Lloyd Floyd said. These gentlemen have been waiting for you. Allow me to introduce. I didn't get your names. We introduced ourselves. William Lloyd Floyd made a note in pencil in the margins of one of his typewritten pages. You'll be in the index, he said. I hope you haven't been waiting for long, Samuel Clogarsh says. Please come with me, and we'll get started at once.